Got to it before it decided to blast our eardrums out.
Welcome to Never Done Projects, where we are just a silly little YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and consider joining a member on the wall.
And out by the road.
For only $4.99 a month.
Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to include but not exclude aliens and bots. Hope everyone's doing just absolutely wonderful today. If not, let's turn that frown upside down. We will be okay. Alexis is in here starting strong with the 1 and 11. That's 3 ones, just separating. Daniel said, what's up? Oh, happy Sunday. Hello, Daniel. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Jane said, hey, R3. Hello, Jane. Jesus is King said, yo, and sup, Jane. What's up, buddy? Jane said, hi, Daniel, and Jordan. How is everyone doing today? Jane said, how's your day been? You know, it was a swift kick right in the giblets when my car broke. It's still a nice, sweet, swift kick in the giblets that is out there broke. But my day's been pretty good. The paint booth is about that close to being done cleaning. I mean, hell, we might could sneak over there and show you if we we wouldn't lose internet. But no, my car needs to be put in. We might do that before we get too far along today. We will see. But hope your day's been doing better than that. At least you didn't break your car, hopefully. Alexa said yes. Hornby got a Xbox S series. That is cool. I forget what I have. I have whatever the new rectangle black one is, Series X, or whatever one takes an actual disc. I got it not long after it come out. You played the mess out of Halo Infinite, and then I got busy. Look who's getting busy! Incredibles quote for you that aren't old enough. Jordan said, where's Pops? Gotta say happy Father's Day to him. Jordan, he's down there watching NASCAR with Chester. If I take y'all down there and I catch a glimpse of that NASCAR broadcast, it'll shut us down quicker than your wife on the weekend. So I will let him know if you're not in here. Usually he gets up here about 8 o'clock. Not going to swear by it, but there is a chance that he'll be up here at 8 o'clock. But Jordan said, hey R3, happy Father's Day. Thank you, Jordan. I do very much appreciate it. And hello. Jane's laughing. I'm glad you're laughing. I only laughed when I kicked the shit out of my car and hurt my toe. Alexa said, dog. Jane said, hi, Hornby. Jordan said, it was good, Jane. Pretty good. Did my math placement test for college. Oh, really? Well, I hope that went well. Alexa said, car. Yes, Alexis, I broke my car. I'm going to put this pen down before I break the pen, too. Jane said, awesome. When do you start school? Jordan starts school August 25th. I'll be here before we know it. Hazel said, what good, what good? This nice, good cup of not ICGW of, Mountain Dew Code Red. It's not American Dew Code Red. It's just Mountain Dew Code Red. What's up, Hazel? Hornby said, sheriff's officers are annoying. I agree. Glad I was a city cop. Jacob said, LOL, okay. Jacob, a.k.a. Truth Makers. Hazel asked where Kane is. Kane is actually in his cage right now. We got the garage doors open. And his 2 brain cells are fighting for 3rd place, so we can't trust him to not run off. But we make sure to let him out. When we let him out, he runs. He takes about 2 gallops, and he's on the other side of the building. 3 gallops, he's in a different county. Arm and Sand Man If you can't figure out if I'm a girl or a boy, you are part of the problem. Jordan said, well, if I do leave before he comes, tell him I said Happy Father's Day. I will do it, Jordan. We got you. And if I don't remember it, Jane will. Alexa said 13 and 3. I hope that we got more than 3 likes. There's a lot more than 3 of y'all in here talking. Come on now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's see here. Hold on. I got to give us our like too. Hold on. Just stop yelling at me. Yeah, now we got 5 likes. What in the world? Let's see here. Let's see. Jane said, hi, Hazel. Alexa, 13 and 3. Jane said, uh-oh. Why did you say sheriff's officers are annoying, Hornby? Joshua said, do you have a degree? I have a high school diploma. I was about 2 classes short of my associates. But, hey, guess what? The railroad doesn't need a degree. So, the hell with it. I would love to go to that week-long class and get a welding certificate. I'd love to learn how to weld. My dad, a.k.a. just a silly little YouTube channel, a.k.a. Pops, Randy Jr., Randy Sr., whatever you want to call him, said thank you. So there you go, Jordan. He got you. Lex said 17 and 4. Jay said, hi, Pops. I have all over my face that is itching like hell. Cowboy 92 Explorer, Jacob again, said Happy Father's Day, everybody. Yes, everybody, Happy Father's Day if you are a father. Lex said Car 18, 5, 18, 19, 8. We are all over the place today. Jay said, hi, Jacob. Big V South Philly said, bro, I need a fresh start. Well, if I've learned anything, a fresh start is very well welcome sometimes. And if you want a fresh start, best thing to do is move. But if you do have a family and all, make sure they're taken care of. Don't be one of them guys. Auto Passion Automobile said, hello, USA. Let's see, I am sorry, I cannot read French. French music, American English, beautiful. Hey, I think a lot of music is beautiful. Like, for example, I love a lot of country singing. I have no idea what the other languages are saying, but I love it. But how's my French friend doing? Thank you for the French fries. Big V said, can I pitch a tent in your area? No. Hornby said, because when they come up to your car, they took their hat. That's a state trooper. Jacob said, hi, Jane. Lex said, yes. Jordan said, I love welding. Did a bunch during high school, getting a degree as a physical therapist. Might do it for a hobby, though. Pretty good at it. Like that right there as a hobby is something, if you do it, you can definitely make some money on the side if you choose it. But hey, I have some mad respect for physical therapists, especially after I went through my junk. I have nothing but nice things to say about my physical therapist. One of them, I was a little worried. They warned me. His name was Brad. Well, Bradford, but they said we'd call him Brad. They said, I'll warn you. He's kind of an asshole. I said, well, my uncle-in-law, his name's Brad. He's an asshole, too, and we get along just fine. Well, that was an amazing physical therapist, all right? And the reason everyone said that he was an asshole was because if you told him you can't do something and you should be able to do it, he would kind of get a little snippy with you. You're there to recover. Where I was, you were there to recover and function back at home by yourself. So if you told him you cannot do something and you did not even try, oh yeah, he could be annoying. But if you tried and couldn't do it, never would give you a problem. He would ask me, can you do this? I don't know, but we'll freaking try. But hey, yeah, like I said, I have mad respect for physical therapists. So Jordan, you got this. Jay said, R3, go rinse face off. That's annoying. Is it insulation? Probably. Probably asbestos. Nah, I don't know what it is, but like I said, I've been cleaning the paint booth. I've been vacuuming and sweeping. And probably is insulation. Because all that insulation up on the top that is falling, like the London bridges, that all needs to come down. I pulled down a little bit of it. Lex said 11 and 10. Jacob said wee wee. That's about all I know. Jane said Jordan, Pops is just a silly little YouTube channel. He said thanks. Yes, Jordan, if you did not know, just a silly little YouTube channel is indeed my dad. So he is down there. So he did get your Happy Father's Day message. Erwin said howdy. Well, howdy, Erwin. Alexa's got them red balloons out. Rumple, if you're listening, watch out. She might be the it. Jane said hi, Erwin. Jordan said okay. I don't know why I thought it was R3. Nah, I'm Randy the Tree Man. Erwin said hey, Jane. Alexis said 13, 9, and 1. Mike is making stuff. Said hello again and watching lives because it's hotter than the devil's fart out here in the shop. 115 degrees. Woo! Yeah. Devil's fart is going to be worrying about how hot it is. But hello again, Mike. West Texas. Woo-wee! Jane said, Jordan, PT is a great profession. Yes, it is. You see all walks and rolls of life in there. Alexa said 9 and 1. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor. Ah! Jane said, hi, Mike. You in the desert? Jordan said, yeah, might change. Charge, but if it's like fixing something, free. Hey, there you go. Or just something simple like taking like scrap mufflers. I have mufflers right outside. Well, a muffler right outside the door here. It's a 2 in to I think a 2 out, and you could take it and some scrap exhaust or just scrap piping and make like a little man. People would buy that stuff. It looks really good sitting out there by the road. But yeah, there you go. Support your local. I don't know what that is. Lice rate? Okay. Happy Father's Day, fellas. Hey, if you're a father, I say Happy Father's Day to you as well. Got to be careful. I said Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there one time, and YouTube took down my saying. But yes, Happy Father's Day to all the men out there. Mike said West Texas. Yes, ma'am. I had a old friend. He used to live in Texas. Don't ask me where, he just lived in Texas. He said it got so hot there that your shoes would melt to the asphalt. Hornby said, I hate when you at police. I don't hate police by any means. I make them nervous. Alex said 12 and 12. Leo Lee said people say want a better deal, so on strike we got, but what a deal we are giving God, whom everything we owe. We don't care who we harm to get the things we like. What a mess we would be if God struck. Yep. Erwin said French fries are an American creation based on food that were oriented in France. I figured that fat people like Americans created it, but the fact that it's called French fries, I gotta say thanks. Like French toast. Hornby said, I hate when police hold their gun holster ready to shoot someone. Well, most of the time if they're holding their gun like that, they're usually scared. And I will tell you that it has been proven by holding your gun like that, you do draw slower. Mike said, they said we get back under 100 degrees Fahrenheit about 9 p.m. Well, by that point, the sun gone down. But bet you air conditioning is working overtime. Jason Mike, Ohio here, going to have storms tonight. Tornadoes dropping 2 states to the west of me. Apparently there was a pretty bad storm this past week. Didn't get much down here. My house got a lot. Leo Lisa, I love cops. They are the true heroes of this world. There are good and there are bad. All right, I think we can all say that. Some do it for the right reasons. Some do it for the wrong reasons. All right, I have mad respect for them. I was one. But there were some that I worked with that should never hold a badge and gun. Jordan said, love helping people, and I feel the same way. I don't want to be mean about it, but you can't say you can't do something if you don't try. That is exactly right. F. Congress said, do you weigh 268 pounds? Nope, 220 pounds last time I weighed. Thank you very much. Whiskey said, you need to lay off the snacks behind you. Hold on. There's some fucking good cookies. Yeah, I about lost it. Or better yet, I got a better idea. Hold on. I promise I don't. But listen, if you don't like my snacks, I don't care. There we go. Leo Lee said people, when they realize cops face death every day, so they always have to be ready for anything. They tell you all the time, the ones you got to worry about is the one you don't think about. I've met some of the worst people. Shot and killed and stabbed 3 people tied up in chairs. Very nice to me. Very nice to me. Just killed 3 people. But very nice to me. But then on the other hand, you got some kind of high-ranking person from the church trying to pull a knife on you. All I'm saying is everybody has a breaking point, so be careful. Jane said her daughter wished me a happy Father's Day. She was mom and dad to her. There you go. Boston Bill said, have a great week coming up, you and Pops and the whole chat. Much love and respect. Thank you, Boston Bill. Hope you have a wonderful week coming up as well. Jacob said, my neighbor saw a bear in the neighborhood, and I've never been in the neighborhood approved for years. Scary. Huh. Ryan at VR6 Prodigy said, happy Father's Day, everyone. Ryan, I know you don't have any kids as far as I'm aware, but hey, you got animals and project cars. Happy Father's Day. Jane's laughing at whiskey. Glad somebody is. And it said, hey, Ryan.
Right.
Ryan said, hey, Jane. Mike has said, yes, I can vouch. I can scrape iron out back, and I don't think I could get a sear, but I can definitely cook up some hot dogs and fry eggs on one of them plates out there. Wow. That is insane. I'd love to go down to Texas, but is it a dry heat or is it a humid heat? Leo Lee said Americans made French people, so really made French fries. Let's see, Jordan's laughing at me. Boston Bill's laughing like hell. Oh, I love that song. Jane said, Mike, keep a little can of vegetable oil spray. Yep. Whiskey said, when you're eating your snacks, getting fat, I'll be, oh, okay. Hey, buddy, if you think you got it, buddy. Let's see here, hold on. You joined YouTube 4 years ago. You have 4 subscribers. Are you doing anything remotely decent with your account? Oh, man. You don't even use your real face. I like the car you use, considering I have 3 of them. But, I mean, hey. I'm here for the freedom, UN with Bald Eagle, legalize burnouts. Damn, Whiskey, if you weren't such a fucking prick, you'd probably like the channel you were talking to. And you're wanting to legalize burnouts and shit, but apparently you just a fucking jackass. Bet you're mad that your wife pegs you. Hornby said, I hate when police pull over. He came up to your car as license and registration, please. And they say, stay in the car, don't move. Now, hold on. Why do you hate that? That's their job. They pull you over because you're suspected or being witnessed of breaking the law. And to identify you, they need your license. And most of the time, to make sure the vehicle is the vehicle it says it is, needs the registration. And they even said, please. Most of the time, I didn't even say please. Carlos and Sep, y'all, R3, happy Father's Day. Hello, Carlo. Wish Papa Renzo a happy Father's Day for me, please. Jane said, yum. Madison said, hi. Hello, Madison. Jordan's laughing. Jane said, I'm jelly. I want one. And hi, Maddie. Well, come on. I got these from Food Line. Carlos said, hello, Madison. Madison, there's a guy in chat says, while I'm here eating snacks, getting fat, he's going to screw you. All I'm saying is I'd hate to figure that out. Madison said, hey, Jane. Ryan said, hey, Madison. Madison said, hey, Carlo. Jane said, hi, Carlo, and hi, Papa Renzo. Madison said, hey, Ryan. Leo Lee said, exactly. There's good and bad and everything. That's exactly right. Ryan said, hey, Carlo. Carlo said, hey, Jane. What's up, Ryan? Jane said, happy Father's Day, Papa Renzo. I know it's Monday there. There you go. Tube Foley said, happy week pullout day. Happy your wife said, don't worry about it. Pull and pray. Didn't pray hard enough or pull hard enough. The Adventures of Smokey and the Bandit, the best part of me, ran down my father's leg. I say the same thing about me. Just think, one of them things that come out of my daddy could have been a doctor. But instead, he got some smart ass, fat ass sitting behind a computer screen that talks shit to people on the internet. Jane said, hi, Smokey. Mike said, oh, it's definitely drier than a popcorn fart. I will take that all day, Mike. I just talked to one of our watchers is from Iraq, Baghdad. And she was asking, why are we sweating when we like the warm weather? I said, it's 95 degrees with 90% humidity. It's fucking hot. I will take a dry heat or a dry cold all day over a moist heat or cold. Carlos said, hey, Jane, Father's Day is in September in Australia. No kidding. Ryan said, or your mom's ass, Smokey. Jane said, Mike, we get humidity with heat. It's like a sauna. It is. Somebody on one of the comments, I think it was Hugh at Grand Pitovic, said it's like breathing through a warm washcloth. Rumple's smiling real big. Hello, Rumple. Ryan said it's sauna-like here in NC as well. It's real bad around me because I'm within 2 miles of a literal swamp. Damn. Ryan said, hey, Rumple. Leo Lee said, Walmart cookies or Costco cookies, by the way, for anybody talking about weight. Generally grow up. We're not children in middle school. No more. We know better than that. Yeah, no kidding. Look, I understand that my figure ain't what it used to be, but if I wanted to change it, I would. Carlos said, sup, Rumple. Rumple said, pull out. I got nothing. It's just baby powder in this sachet, sir. Shooting blanks. Rumple said, hi to Ryan, Carlo, and Jane. Mike said, I have my opinions about law enforcement, and it ain't popular. Let's just say there's a hell of a lot of boys that figure out they get away with a lot with the badge on. Mike, I will agree with that. I respect law enforcement. I was law enforcement, and I loved it. I loved my job. I thought I was very fair about things, but I worked with people that, like I said earlier, I would never, ever let have a badge and gun if it was left up to me. I can only imagine how it is in other places. Where I had a very small sample size. We're a big city, but we're not a giant city. There is a lot of people, like you said, that realize they can get away with a badge and gun on. And a lot of people realize they can get away with a lot of stuff outside of having the badge on, just by having it. So you're absolutely right. There is very good ones out there. There's no way around it, but there are also, on the same coin, some very bad ones. Boggy said, yo, what's up, Boggy? How have you been? Rumple said hello to Madison. Carlo said Father's Day is in September in Australia. Well, Carlo, remind me of that, and I'll wish your Papa Renzo a happy Father's Day, but wish him a happy American Father's Day for me, if you don't mind. Let's see here. Jane said, hey, Rumple. Rumple said, hello, Randy Jr. Pop's not in yet. He was listening. I don't know if he's watching anymore. But he's watching NASCAR with Chester. Jane said, Mike, there's a lot of criminals behind the badge too, 100%. Ryan said, Carlo, what's the coldest it gets where you live? Boggy said, yo, Ryan, and happy Father's Day, Randy. Thank you, Boggy. Look, happy Father's Day to you, buddy. Paul said, make Kamala sober again. Hell, I think she has a problem. So yeah, let's help her sober up, y'all. Jane said, Carlo, remind me when it's Father's Day there, so I can with Papa Renzo. Yeah, there you go. Ryan said, hey, Boggy. Carlo said around 0 degrees Celsius, Ryan, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, Ryan. Rumple said, oh, you ain't seen heat. Road/tar melting heat is even worse with humidity, but I'll still take it over extreme cold. I will all day, every day. that code can go straight to screw itself. Hornby said, please pin people down to the ground sometimes. Yeah. And I'll fucking do it again. Look, if you're doing something that the police have to forcibly take you to the ground, right, by force, which is kind of the point, because you are under arrest at that point, why the fuck would I let you get up? Like, really, if you are in a fight where your objective is not to hurt the person, your objective is to get the person to submit without harming them as best as you can. Or if you do have to harm them as little as possible. Get them on the ground. On the ground and stop them. Hold them down. It's what happens. Lotus said, what's up, Randall? And what's up, Boggy? What's up, Lotus? Bill's Mafia said, I know a liberal when I see one. Damn. Don't talk about Jane like that. Lotus said, what up, Carlo? Boggy said, yo, Lotus. Paul identifies as a non-binary. Hashtag non-binary. We don't talk religion and politics, but that's hell. Lotus said, what's up, Ryan? Ryan said, it's 32 in freedom units. That's right. Back-to-back World War champions. Lotus said, sup, Rump? Carlos said, no problem, Jane. Ryan said, hey, Lotus. Jane said, hi, Paul. Carlos said, sup, Lotus. Paul said, hello. Hello, Paul. How are you? I like that. Non-binary. Jane said, hi, Boggy. Boggy said, Boggy said, kind of sucks you ain't here, brother. Been running Gleaming Depths raid. Now, if you don't mind me asking, Boggy, what is that? I have been looking on playing, like, I heard of Elder Scroll or something like that online. I kind of want to play something like that. Lotus said, did you give out speeding tickets? I had a rule. I gave out thousands of speeding tickets. I didn't like doing it, but it was one of those things, if you didn't stop cars, your lieutenant bitched at you. I wrote speeding tickets for 15 mile per hour or more over. And where I was in the city, the highest speed limit in my area was 35 mile an hour. Very compact residential area, and that was the highest speed limit in my area. So if you blasting through a residential area with kids running around playing at 50 mile an hour, that's kind of dangerous. But if it was 10 to 15, I'd just give you a warning. Well, really 0 over to 15 over. I'd give you a written warning. Nobody left without holding some kind of piece of paper. That way, if I gave somebody a verbal warning and said, yeah, you're okay, they could call and say, oh, he pulled me over for nothing, I'd have no paper trail. So by me putting it on paper that I'm warning you of your speed, and we talk about it, I can justify it. Jane said, hey, Lotus. Boggy said, hi, Jane. Lotus said, shame on you. Yeah, I know. Look, as much speeding as I do. Now, that was one thing. Without my lights and siren on, I didn't really do that speed. All right? Like, I never gave a single seatbelt ticket because as a cop, I did not wear a seatbelt. It's very hypocritical if I'm giving out seatbelt tickets and I'm not wearing one. So, if I'm going to tell you not to do something, I should not be doing it myself. Granted, I tell Addie not to climb on a crooked ladder, but I'll get out there on a ladder with one leg. Lotus said, hello, Jane. Boggy said, so-so. Well, I hate to hear that. Ryan said, if I was a cop, I'd be corrupt as hell. Dude, it's so fucking easy. Whenever you realize that you only make like $40,000 a year and these drug dealers you're arresting have $80, $90, $100,000 on them. What they going to do? Say, well, that jackass just took $15,000. Shit. Trust me. The option is there. I couldn't do it. Lotus said, happy Father's Day. Thank you, Lotus. Carla said, okay, thanks, R3. Not a problem, Carla. Mike said, West Texas is interesting for LEOs for sure. You know, it's still 100% legal. If two adults consent, they can legally brawl out a dispute without penalty. I did not know that, Mike. Here in North Carolina, even if me and you agree to throw hands, it is considered a fray, and both people go to jail. I am very far behind, so I'm going to, Alexis, I see you're telling me the people watching and the people liking, and I see people saying hi, so please forgive me. I'm going to skip over those. Let's see here. Queefy said, I don't like people who are dads. I like Mother's Day much better. Oh, okay. Well, I don't give a shit, Queefy. Hold on, Queefy. I know I'm behind, but... There we go. Okay. Thanks, Queefy. Feeding that algorithm hamster with 2 different comments. Floyd said, hi. Hello. David said, I reside in a quiet suburban, lucky to have an incredible police department that goes out of their way to protect and serve. Shame on police abuse when police abuse their power. I agree with that. I don't think they should abuse their power by any means. Mike said Texas Penal Code, Section 22.06, the Mutual Combat Statute. I'd be down. That's pretty cool, in my opinion. Oh man, okay, we didn't freeze. Rumpel said, I want to start a petition for Fetch Milk Day. When it's going to be, after or before Father's Day? It's every other day of the year. Ryan said, last time I tried to fight a cop, I know how to behave. Yeah. Lotus said, best advice ever, if a cop is close enough to arrest you, give up, play nice, you're already caught. Don't argue it on the side of the road or wherever. Argue it in court. A lawyer's a lot better at it. Because if you're yes sirring and no sirring and the cop is cussing you up and down one side and the other, and you go to court with that lawyer, and that lawyer can say, I don't know what was going on with this officer or deputy or trooper today, but as you can see in the body cam, my defendant was nothing but respectful from the beginning of the interaction to the end. Manners maketh the man, and if you are very respectful, yes, people can still do wrong shit. But if you're respectful, you stand up a lot better in court, I promise. James said, LOL, mutual combat status. My face went 2 rounds with neighbor's concrete driveway. Black eye and skin nose. Son of a bitch, that hurt. Boggy said it's a raid for Fallout 76. Okay. Boggy, I would love to start playing video games again, but damn. I ain't got time for it. James said a game, Bobby? Yes, Fallout 76. Hornby said UK police pull people out of the car roughly. I have broken windows and ripped people out of said broken window. And I'll do it again. Rumpel said I give cops a wide berth. They will be always looking at me suspiciously. I look rich. That's another problem. Looks can be deceiving. Oh, there's Daddy. Stop eating my cookies. Corey's Outdoor Adventure said, hi, hello, Corey. Rumpel said, Jane, what happened? You tripped over? Jane said, oh, Pop's chowing on down on sugar. Jane, I bought them today from Food Line along with breakfast / lunch. And he ate 2 of them before he even got done cooking the first burger. Mike said, yeah, Jane, you got beef about something. You are 100% free to throw hands whenever the hell you feel the need to. That's pretty odd. Daddy said, I know, right? Carlos said, hey, Pops, happy Father's Day. Jane said, Rumpel, my foot got caught in a rope in my flower bed. Rumpel said, oh, that gotta hurt. Jane said, Mike, there are times I want to throw hands, and said, Rumpel, it hurt my pride more than anything. Rumpel said, just random. But if I was Superman, I'd wear a cop uniform and fly up to planes and tap on the windscreen and say, seatbelt, bud. Dude, I would be such a freaking menace. More than I am now. License and registration, their pilot. Max said, what's up, Randy? Just got done scraping crust off my tank. Hey, bud. Sounds like a good time. Make sure you eat it with some garlic. Church of Dr. Phil said, happy Father's Day, you bloody legends. Lots of love from Australia. Thanks, Church of Dr. Phil. I learned that Father's Day over there down under is in September. So I will wish you a happy Father's Day come September. James says, Max, geez, a bit crusty. With this weather, I guess he couldn't have trusted that far. Team Richardson hit the like. I would appreciate it if you did. Carlos said, Papa Renzo said you have to spoil yourself for Pops for Father's Day. Yes, Carlo. Well, I cooked some of the best burgers I've ever cooked. I cooked them today. I cooked chili, hot dogs, cheese hot dogs, bacon, and I think it was all pretty dang good. Jay said, hey, Phil, Church of Dr. Bill said, "Hi, Jane," with 2 hand hearts and a peace sign. Hornby said, "Why do police in movies do have working radios?" Well, think about it, Hornby. How else are they going to get in contact with each other? Can't just pick up the phone and call each other all the time. Look, you can outrun the cars. You can outrun me on foot. Can't outrun the radio. Jane said, "Hey, Richard." Truthmaker 777 is Jacob said, "I got a Series X Xbox." That's what I got. Team Richard says, "Hey to Jane." Lotus said, "Jane, aren't you a bit old to be throwing hands?" Fragile. Cootie Queen said, "Howdy doody. Been dealing with a difficult child not wanting to eat food." Gosh, I'm not good with kids at all. Cootie, I deal with that a lot. What you do is you do the same thing as you do your dogs. You put the food there, and if they're hungry, they'll eat. If they're not hungry, they won't eat. But eventually they'll eat. Jane said, "Hey, Cootie." Rise to "Let them starve, Cootie." Ah, second that. Cootie said, "Hello, Jane." Lotus said, "We got beef. Is it ribeye? Can we grill it?" Hey, that's right. If we got beef, it better be something I can eat. Jane said, "Cootie, kids don't like sardines." Hell, I'm an adult and I don't like sardines. Mike said, "I should also say throwing hands is 100% legal, but keep in mind Texas is also 100% permitless, open, and concealed carry. Careful who you swing on." That's the big thing, all right? You talk about it, all right, we're going to agree to fight. Me and you agree we're going to fist fight in the back of the shop at 7:35 p.m. And we meet back there at 7:35 p.m. We duke it out, we fist fight about it, we walk away. All right? But you show up with a pew-pew or a knife, and we start duking it out, and I start losing, I pull out the pew-pew and pew you, that's kind of shitty. But yes, you need to be careful who you're swinging on. You never freaking know. Chris said, "Remember Gooter from the Dukes of Hazzard?" What a mechanic. Yep. I think it was Cooter. Let's see, Rumpel said, "I like sardines. Gimme, I'm kind of hungry." Rumpel, if you want to start eating sardines, go up to Rhode Island. Go see Cootie. Cootie said, "LMAO, Ryan. I'm sure he would if he could." And Jane, smart ass, LMAO. "I give him a chicken tender. Boy literally hasn't eaten anything all day." And hello, RC. He'll eat when he's hungry. Lone Werewolf in Arizona said, "Reports are out that Milo's already pregnant." I don't know who that is. Lotus said, "Sup, Cootie." Cootie said, "Hey, Lotus." Rumpel said, "Sister got a whole B-Day cake for reason, but it's red velvet. I'm still eating it, but in protest." I understand. I'm going to be mad, but I'm going to still eat it. Jay said, "Mike, more and more we have to watch. We give greasy eye to. Just one glance, they're pulling a gun. That's the problem now." Ryan said, "Shit, Cootie, I'd test it. Lock the fridge and pantry." There you go. Madison said, "Guess what's for dinner?" I'll eat ramen noodles if I got to. Epstein's second phone said, "Hi, hello." Let's see, Lotus said, "Cootie, let them starve. They're testing you." Exactly. Rumpel said, "Madison, sardines." Lotus said, "Don't give in. Don't do it." Lotus said, "Make them eat their sardines and chicken strips." Carlos said, "Bullshitism." Epstein said, "Good job, son." My dad says that enough, but thank you. Ryan said, "I know I'm hood because every fight I've won, I've run that MF's pockets." Baxodesh, the thoughts on Oliver Tree tragedy? Is that the guy who got stabbed at the track meet? Ryan said, "It's a tragedy, Desh." Kamel said, "Flash some nip." Master said, "Hot dogs and hamburgers." I bet you had better ones this morning. Annabelle said, "Hello, Peanut Gallery." Hello, Annabelle. How is everything going? Timmy the Ford F-150 Heavy Duty said, "Hi." Hello, Timmy. Madison said, "LOL, no sardines." Oh, sorry, I'm reading something a little different. Okay, sorry. Matthew said, "Matthew, hell yeah." Hell yeah, Matthew. Jane said, "LOL, Matty, that was lunch." Lois said, "Hey Annabelle, how you doing?" Madison said, "That's what Grandma's had too." Dash said he died in a helicopter crash. Oh, I hate to hear that. I have no idea who Oliver Tree is by any stretch of the imagination. But anybody who's passing away from any reason, it's hard to take. Ryan said Oliver Tree was a musician with the bowl cut mullet. Oh! Didn't that happen like last week? Timmy said, "How are you?" "I'm good, Timmy. I hope you are." Rumpel said, "Prodigy. Tragedy dash? Dash as in country? Never heard of that phrase before. Curious now. Curiouser and curiouser." Cootie said, "I punished the boy with corner time and having him sit on the couch to watch Bluey. No toy time until Dad comes back. Keeps trying to soften me up, saying, 'But I love you.'" Woo, woo, woo. Rumpel said, "Ryan, oh yeah, he died in Brazil crash, didn't he?" Cootie said, "But it doesn't work because I can't coddle and baby children at all." Just ask Madison how my coddling works. I don't tell Addie no a lot, but by God, she gets her ass in trouble. Ryan said, "No, Rumpel, I was responding to Vaxodesh." Annabelle said, "I'm doing really good. I got offered a job today that I don't know if I'll take." "Oh, really?" "Well, that's you and yours." Ryan said, "But yes, he died in Brazil." Queefy said, "Dirtbag." That was for you, Queefy. Florida said, "His pop's out breaking the bucket again." It's Sunday, so he's watching the race with Chester. So, it's like a 3-something mile radius. Well, not radius, but 3-something mile road course at a Air Force base. No telling how long that's going to take. Rumpel said, "Ryan, oh, I got it." Lotus said, What was it?" Talking about the plane crash? Ryan said, "I was a fan of his music. Dude was creative as hell." I hate to hear people like that pass. Again, I have no idea who they are, and they have no idea who I am. I just hate it. Jane said, "Annabelle, did you move up near Dean?" Rumpel said, "I checked out his music. I like how Goofy jumps atop a car." Jane said, "Hi, Floyd." Cootie said, "Can't do that because I have anger issues in general, LMAO. He's not my kid, but I certainly will try to make him know he's not my friend." Well, you can definitely be friends with your kids, but there is times that you got to discipline them. I understand that he's not your biological kid, so I don't know how I would handle that situation. It's no different. Like I told my sister-in-law, Madison's older sister, I do have a niece by her now. I told her, if she needs it, I'll still get on to her and I'll still pop her. But the more I think about it, the more I don't know if I could. Because like you just said, she's not my kid. She's not my job to discipline. Ryan said, "Yeah, Rumpel, Oliver was a true entertainer." Annabelle said, "It's a teaching job at Emma's school." Hey, not the best pay, but it's definitely rewarding. I said, "Did you look at the car rear end, or is it still in the same spot?" Oh, it ain't moved. Look, yeah. She ain't moved. But I have a feeling it'll be okay. And guess what? If it's up, I have Twisted Sister's rear end I can yank out if I really absolutely have to. Or I go to a junkyard and get a Ford 8.8. Ryan said, "Cootie, humans don't bruise on the bottom of our feet." Oh! Cootie said, "VR, I disagree with that. Guy was a bit of a butthole, and his concert was low-key one of the worst ones I've been to." Really? Well, that's why it's good to get multiple opinions. Lotus said, "Teaching job could be fun." Agree. Revolutionary Barbara Bush said, "I went to the zoo the other day. The only animal they had there was a dog, and it was a Shih Tzu." You funny. Jay said, "Annabelle, you're a teacher? I thought you were a sheriff." I thought she was. Country Boy Outdoors said, "Do you keep mom pies in your glove box because Larry the Cable Guy did?" Moon pie, not mom pies. No, Country Boy, I don't like moon pies, if I'm being quite frank with you. Ryan said, oh, his live action is garbage. It was good PR stuff. Lotus said, what a pizza. Pizza that ass. Jane said, LOL, don't believe Ryan. We bruise on bottom of our feet, no hitting, Cootie. What is this bullshit? Hit him. Just hit him where a shirt and shorts cover it up. Ryan said, like him doing the world's largest scooter was nifty. His beef with other sports guys was funny. Carla said, I'll be back. Got a shower. Get ready for my injection this morning. All right, Carla. Rumble said, teacher, in today's age, it could go either way. Show them just enough to get on my nerves just by existing. No kidding. Lotus said, orange in a sock will do lots of damage without marks. Country said, I don't know if it's fixed, but it's different. Lumber Bumbler said, who wants to strap a weed eater motor on a bicycle and fly like a damn eagle? That'd be fun. Better be an old weed eater motor, because those new two-strokes, they all emissioned up. They don't rev like they used to. Annabelle said, when I moved up near Dean, I quit being a sheriff and was a bartender, and now I'm offered that job. Well, that's definitely a better job than bartending. A lot better benefits. Cootie said, I couldn't even get away with his feet either way. Boy is big old snitch and a cryberry, baby. Well, I'll tell you now, Addie is a snitch for me. Apparently, my dad was telling Addie while they were out there on the skid steer that the guy who used to own the building buried 2 cars out back, and when scrap prices got real high, he dug them up and scrapped them. Dad told Addie that. Well, Addie has lectured me ever since then. Daddy, why do you bury cars? I don't bury cars. She tells everybody. Like, she will rattle. I gave her a chocolate bar on the way here. She no more got out of the truck. Papa, Daddy gave me a chocolate bar. Little shit. Everyone said, if a child is living under the roof that you pay for, then you have the right to discipline them. That's a very unique thought there, Cootie. Or not Cootie, Erwin. But hey, I'm not saying I disagree with it. Cootie said, love him, but boy does test the ever-loving poop out of me. It does not get better. The older they get, Cootie, the more ways they find to push your buttons. Just ask Dad about his oldest son. Ryan said, let him be a snitch. I'm the adult. Adults don't lie. Who would lie to you? The kid or the adult? Cootie said, that's terrible, VR. I disagree. I think he's on to something there. Ryan said, nah, Cootie. Being betrayed as a youngin' builds character. Oh, don't worry. You can trust me. Oh, I'd snitch on their ass. Annabelle said, I think I'm going to take it, but it's 2nd grade. That's very rewarding now. Alexi said, hello from Russia. Hello from America land. How is Russia? Rumpel said, what's the ethanol fuel mix scene there to meet emissions? Here, the geniuses are already 5 years ahead of the globe, but still they recently approved E80 and E100. What's wrong with them? That is insane. I think it's like up to 10%, something like that. And then E85 is up to whatever the hell. I think it might be 15%. Then, I mean, diesel's 40 octane. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. They water that shit down so much. Black Sun said, howdy, hello. Might want to change that profile picture. Somebody might get offended. Lotus said, 2nd grade should be a glorified babysitting job with arts and crafts and snack time, and you get paid for it. Cootie said, well, boy is a radar alarm and will scream to high heaven, and his God-forsaken mother will show up and blah, blah, drama, drama, drama. Hey, that's the only problem. All right, I mean, granted, Madison gets on to me because I kind of lay into Addie more than I should on some things, and Madison gets on to me, and I ain't got to worry about biological dad, because as soon as I meet that bastard, I'm going to punch him right in the mouth. But Addie will whine and cry. She used to cry a lot worse. Now she... Ryan said up to 10% Rumpel. Oh, okay. Ryan said up to E85. E85 is pure ethanol. Gotcha, okay. Okay, Black Sun said they can stay offended. I'm not saying I don't agree or disagree. I don't talk about that stuff by any means. I'm just saying some people in this world get easily offended. It's just a picture to me. Ryan said, I think. Annabelle said, now y'all have to call me Mrs. or Miss Summers. Well, Miss Summers. I will never remember that. Rumpel said people are already fed up with E20. So many engine complaints, especially those rubber linings, etc. Well, there's no way around it. That high ethanol content is killing a lot of stuff. Alex said, because of your sanctions, things are bad, but nevertheless, we're holding on and welcoming our American friends. Well, I hate to hear things are hurting y'all. I really do. I don't know enough about the global economy, and it's really not something I get into, but y'all are strong. You got this. Ryan said, I'd spank his mom too. Damn, all that nonsense. Let me get that belly. Belt. It's like that episode of whatever show it was where he slaps the kid and starts slapping everybody walking back up. That's exactly what you do. Everybody walks up and gets it. Black Sun gave a thumbs up. Alexa said 15 and 40. Lotus said, Miss Summers, my dog ate my homework. Ace with cards said, hi, hello Ace. Black Sun said, so you work on cars. I work on my cars. I do basic muffler work and I do tires, new tires. Alexa said 40. Ryan said, nah, I drive VW. That picture is in its history. It is. Alexa said yes. Rumpel said no. Cootie said LMAO. Honestly, VR, that's territory I don't want to cross. She's tried hitting on me several times. Like, hey, shawty, how you doing? Or like, you know, you want to throw hands, we can throw hands out behind the Waffle House. Ace said, just a voice actor spreading some love to some life. Well, I appreciate that, Ace. Voice actor. What you do voice acting on? Annabelle's laughing at Lotus. Lotus said he is good at breaking cars too. Oh, absolutely. I broke my car today. And I got I got 2 cars sitting behind the building that I broke. Ryan said, hello, not me, Cootie. I'll cross that bridge and drag them with me. Equal rights, equal fights. Queefy said, you wouldn't throw hands with my brother? I wouldn't put money on that. Oh, wait, is this that same stupid motherfucker from before? Oh, yeah, it is. Let's see here. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm just glad that Queefy's asking if I do something besides smoke cigarettes. Look at that. Queefy has expanded their vocabulary. Everybody else congratulate them. Good job, Queefy. Cootie said hitting on me like she wants some cootie coochie, bruh. Oh, shit. Look. You just promise her something and then go hire the nastiest damn ate up with damn meth pox you can find to meet her in the spot you meet her. Queefy said he's a rascal, then he's faker than shit. Lex said 18, 18, 16, 14. Lotus said how long till first drive on the track? I drove on it today actually. With Marketplace, just drove down, turned around, and come back. I can't go all the way around it right now because where he dug out that last big stump, y'all have not seen it yet, is filled with water. Annabelle said not to bring up a sad topic, but did Bucky ever tell y'all his last name? He did not. If he did, I do not remember it, Annabelle. Lotus said, Methchella. Lex said 15 and 30. Ryan said, let her get a little close to it, Cootie, and shit. Just shit all on her. Lex said 15 and 40. Ryan said, Methany. They're a Mexican American. With all their damn... I feel like with my damn mosquito bites, I've scratched like hell over here. I look like a damn Mexican American. Man, we got 4... Don't tell me we actually got 40 likes. Hold up. Hold up. We got 40 likes. Holy shit. Can we get 50 tonight? I swear, that is the best we've done here lately. Thank y'all very much. Let's see. How many views have we had? Let's see. We've been live for 54 minutes and 48 seconds. Oh, dang. We only had 298 views. Huh. Oh, dang. That's okay, though. Let's see. That is really freaking bright. Did everybody go to sleep? Alexis the only one going to talk to me now. Alexis said 40, 30, 13, 40, 14, 12, and 40. Did I make everybody mad? Annabelle said his name was Bucky Michael Anders. Well, that's the first time I've ever heard it. Like I said, he might have said it at one point. I do not know. But that's the first time I've heard his full name. Alexis said yes. Alexis, we still got those nukes for Rumple. Lotus said, yep, we all mad. Hold on. If everybody's mad.
Doesn't look like I give a fuck.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That just makes me feel better. Ryan said sorry, hello, trying to finish dinner. Now that's okay, Ryan. What you having? Jane said, was his first name really Bucky? Alexa said 10 and 40. Man, that's pretty alright. That's pretty awesome. Alexa still has those nukes, Rumple. You better be on your best behavior, boy. She come after you. Lotus said, now we double mad, grrr. You should have seen me kicking my car whenever that son of a gun broke. Chester said I might have broke my axles. To be honest, that wouldn't surprise me because yesterday I did go for a drive in the car where I was just going up and down the road here and I fed her the beans and she wrapped that speedometer all the way to 110 very fast. So I wouldn't be surprised if I broke the rear end, like actually physically broke something bad. But like I think I told Jane and or Hugh, might have been the mini spool. The blocks were kind of cockeyed in it whenever I took it apart, and it probably messed that up. I don't know yet. Don't know until I try it. If it broke the transmission, I mean, again, not exactly a favorable situation. But being it's a 95, it's a 1-year transmission. Be a perfect excuse to get a LS 4L60 from any other year besides the 95 and slide the LS on in there. However it works, even if the rear end is teetotal trash, I have Twisted Sister and I can always go get another one. Jane said I stepped away trying to catch up. You can do it. Annabelle said yes it was. Well, cool. Rumple said, well, time to sign off. It's getting 6 a.m. later. It's not that baby shark kind of music. Bye! See you, Rumple. Have a good day, buddy. Jane said, why are we double mad? Well, I asked if they were mad because the only person talking was Alexis, and Lotus said yes. Then I played my DILLIGAF song, and now he said he's double mad. Lotus said, I did. Jane said, take care, Rumple. They said 14 and 40. Ryan said, tonight was the cereal night. So Pop-Tarts and Fruitium Pebbles. Well, there you go. That sounds odd. Rumple said, laters, take care, Jane. Alexis said, car. Lotus said, just because, Jane. Ryan said, later, Rumple. Rumple said, Alexis, 1540 truck. Jay said, I'm warming up some wings. Where's Maria? I'm curious on that myself. Rumple said, Ryan, laters, take care. Lotus said, may have just been the converter, too. Need to try it and have Dad see if the converter, if the carrier drive shaft is spinning. I will have him try it. Or put it on lift. Like we'll push it on there with the tractor and I'll put it in gear. Either I'll be under or he'll be under. It doesn't matter. And we'll take a look at it. Or we might put it on the lift and see something a lot more serious, bro. Don't know. We'll figure it out. I doubt we're putting it in the building tonight. So I'll go out there, fire it up, and I'll put the top up and force my windows up and just leave her outside for tonight. But yes, it could have been the converter. Could have been the drive shaft, rear end, axles. I mean, it's okay. Lex said 1540, 1440, 1340. Rumpel said, didn't I predict that? He got you, Alexis. Alexis said 13. Oh, and it turns out the Queefy is not the one I thought they were, because here is Sarah. And said, I don't let guys like you run your mouth to me. Well, so far, Sarah, you ain't done a damn thing to stop me. And you damn pedophile life, ain't nobody gonna miss you. Lex said 40. Cootie said boyfriend's finally back to get his kiddo to sleep. Time for some tequila and back rubbies. Oh, look, it's Sarah, the pedo. I see London. I see France. Sarah likes little kids' underpants. Alexa said 15 and 40. And 16. And 41. Ha ha! Cootie said, ha ha ha, that was a terrible joke, but it's funny. Lotus said, where's Pops? He's watching the race with Chester. Craig Bill said, what's up? Happy Dad's Day. Hello, Craig. If you are a dad, happy Father's Day to you as well. Sarah said, you won't call me that. My boyfriend's taller than you. Oh, my God. I don't give a shit, you fucking pedo. Cootie said, everyone calls you that, Sarah, the pedo. If I could nickname you on our channel, I'd nickname you to the pedo. Ryan said, the cradle robbing leather bag Sarah. Hi again, pedo. Lotus said, oh, who's winning? I have no idea. I've not watched but maybe 30 seconds of that race. I was cleaning the paint booth. Jane said, LOL, hey, Sarah the pedo. Yep. I bet you she likes that really old YouTube, the pedo bear. That's what I think of whenever I think of people like you, the pedo bear. All I can say, though, is she must like us. I mean, I'm not a kid, but she must like us. Matthew said pickles inside a taco. I mean, that's the reason you have Father's Day. But I mean, real pickles inside of real tacos? Nah. Cootie said, see, the name sticks well. Yep. Ryan said, what does the pedo want today? We're all too old for you, so... Lex said 14 and 41. Cootie said, and Matthew, that sounds sacrilegious. Daddy said, there's dumbass. Oh, speaking of dumbass, there she is again. Said, I actually slapped an old lady, 82, for saying that. Oh, wow. You were such a fucking Billy badass. You slapped an 82-year-old because you're a fucking pedo. Oh, my God. I am quaking in my $17 Walmart tinnies. I mean, I bet you when you walk by the kids section at Walmart, you just get moister than an oyster, you fucking creep. And until some big bitch shows up and stops me from saying it, I'm still going to say it as I get my ass whooped. Alexa said 8.00. 8 o'clock. Ryan said, I'm 36. Please, 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 FAFO. Listen, you FA, you gonna FO. Like, I might be limping around because I pulled something last week, but I promise you right now, I still got at least one good ass whooping left. And it would be well worth it to use it on a pedophile. Cootie said, wow, you slapped a defenseless old woman? You're so tough. Alexa said 801. Hey, 6.2 Big said, oi, oi, it's me. Hello, Big. How are you doing? I heard Australia really wanted to beat the U.S. in the FIFA tournament. I meant to ask Carlo about that. And I think we beat them 2 to nothing. Sarah said she was 82 and thought she could run her mouth. Well, all I'm saying, Sarah, is you're a fucking pedo. I mean, if the shoe fits, I guess you need to lace it up and get the fuck out of the pedophile. Lex said 13 and 41. Ryan said, I've got plenty of pent-up rage. Let me take my last 2 years out on you, Sarah. Oh, yeah. Let me at her. Cootie said, Sarah, where do you live? I just want to know. For research. Yeah. Yeah. Research. Yeah. Yeah. Lex said 802. Alexis, I must say thank you for making sure you feed that algorithm hamster. Hey, it's 802. Where the hell's the bald man? It's his shift. Don't make me end this live. Let's see. Madison, if you're still watching, I see you made it to Grandma's. Daddy said Sarah is WWE. I bet you she is. I bet you that is the case. And they're still working on getting banned again. I mean, let's see. Let's check something. Joined 2 months ago, so the timeline's adding up. Sarah's story also doesn't add up. She said on the night that her boyfriend's 20, but the first time she said he was like 21 or some shit like that. So I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure WWE is Sarah and Sarah is WWE. Cootie said it's Father's Day. Give him a break. And how dare you? Lotus said, you stuck with us, Rando, apparently. Why would I give him a break? I got to get up early too, and I still got to drive home. Lotus said, I'm stuck with y'all. I guess this is a good group to be stuck with. Dixon said, I just liked and subscribed. Can I get a shout out? I'm just glad the last part of your name's not my ass. But Dixon, my underpants. I mean, I only got one. But I mean, Dixon's also a reindeer. Jane said, hi, Dixon. Alexa 803. Daddy said, hello, Dixon. Cootie said, gotta get the glasses on to block out the haters. I just don't want to see the pedo anymore. Alexa said, CA. Daddy said, 6 flaps left. Okay, I can't read. Ryan said, you've not had an ass whoop until an MFer with a life-threatening disease gets an out, Sarah. I mean, what's the problem? They gonna sentence you to life? Whoop-de-fucking-do. Then your health care's free. Lotus said, doesn't he have to drive home? Yes, I do. I do. Dad stays in the camper. Friday said, hey, R2. Jane said, where did WWE go? They're right here. Said, I just spit on my phone at you and licked your head. Flicked your head. Oh, yep, that's definitely WWE. The more I think about it, the more you really do act like a damn youngin'. Cootie said, now you get a dirty phone, Sarah. Really? Who benefits from that? Cootie, I'm pretty sure it's that WWE Mr. Vegan guy. So, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, it's starting to make sense. Ryan said, Sarah is loony. Jane said, oh, Sarah spit on his phone. Oh, I mean, hot tour. Ryan said, she spit on her phone. Oh, my God. Wow. Alexa sent some dollar signs on some tongues. I mean, I've been pretty mad before where I wanted to throw my phone, but at no point did I want to spit on my phone. Cootie said, gross. Who you calling a cootie queen, you lint liquor? Alexis said 805. That's how much I weigh, Alexis. Does it look like I give up? A meow. D-I-L-L-I-G-A-F. Cootie Queen said, lint liquor? Hell yeah! Jane said, what did you guys get done today, R3? Dad worked on the skid steer for a little while. We did our first joint briefing in quite a while. But I cooked lunch, so I cooked the hamburgers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers, whatever you want to call them. And Chester showed up to eat because Dad offered him a cheeseburger, which I am all for. By all means, come on, everybody's welcome. He ate 2 cheeseburgers and a hot dog. And after that, he just wanted to hang out. He's like the grandpa here. So Dad hung out with Chester for a while, and I started feeling bad. I had a damn split in migraine, so I come up here, started working on videos. Well, really not really working on videos, but moving files from SD cards to my mass storage, like 3 terabyte or whatever it is. And once I got done doing all that, me, Madison, Addison, and Allison all went to the paint booth and started picking up the quarter rounds, bundling them up. Once we got that done, Madison and the girls went home, and I cleaned the paint booth. Jane, if you've watched the video of Dad starting to bundle up the quarter round, you'd be pretty amazed of what it looks like right now. Alexa sent a bunch of dogs. WWE said, I just slapped your face on my yeast infection. LOL, how'd that feel? I mean, that's fine, WWE. Ryan said, I remember being 20. I had 32-year-olds hit on me at the ice rink. I tripped her and ran. Be the best thing for you to do. Lima said, Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Lima. Liam, excuse me. Dang. Thank you, Liam. I don't know if you're a father or not, but if you are, or there's any dads out there listening that's not talking, Happy Father's Day. Cootie said, oh gosh, she is WWE. Yep. Jane said, LOL, Chester was hungry. He was. And all I can say is he loves whenever I cook chili. And we offered for him to take a cheeseburger home. He said he was good. And he is welcome anytime if he changes his mind and decides he wants a cheeseburger or two to take home. There's plenty. So, I mean, that is just, I take it as a compliment. He is like an honorary grandfather. Cootie said, well, we all know 101% she is definitely trolled. Oh, 100%. Lotus said, I bet Sarah's a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, she's WWE. Ryan said, LOL, Cootie, you right. Alexa sent some red balloons and said, call. Balloon call. Balloon gum. Ryan said, you know, WWE, you do this dumb shit to yourself. If you'd quit being a fucking turd, life wouldn't be so hard. You know, that is a good point. I would listen to your elders. Alexa said 808. Ryan said, give me chili recipe. You know, you go to Walmart or Food Line. I forget what brand it is. It's like Johnsonville or whatever the breakfast sausage is that's in the golden wrapper, the 1 pound golden wrapper breakfast sausage. You get the hot HOT, and you get 1 can for 1 pound of breakfast sausage, 1 can of chili. I use Hornell's or something like that because it's got an easy pull tab with no beans. You put it all in your pot and you cook it all up till the breakfast sausage is cooked up good, and it is very good. Once it sits in the fridge for a day or so, that chili gets pretty hot. Very simple recipe, but I found it on TikTok. I said, there ain't no way. Everybody who's eating it loves it. Lotus said, I want a burger with bacon. I got bacon. I got burgers. Jane said, wow, looks fantastic. I can't wait to start the next step, which means I got to get the counters cleaned off and underneath the counters done. But I can't wait for the next few steps. Lex said, call. Lotus said, lettuce, tomato, mayo, and one of those Nutty Buddies. I'll put the Nutty Buddy on top of the cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise on the bottom, and then the bacon on top of the Nutty Buddy. Alexa said 8:10. Lotus said, don't tell my wife I'm supposed to be eating better. It's a home-cooked meal, Lotus. I thought about it. I was doing pretty good on my not drinking so much soda. I was drinking more apple juice and just regular juice. And then we went to the Father's Day dinner last night. We were asked to bring drinks and ice, so I bought, I think, 10 2-liters and 5 bags of ice, and I've been killing some drinks. Lex said 944 car. Said Hood. Speaking of that, Lex said 811. No, I got 411 right here. 410, 411, whatever you want to call them. I swear you can definitely tell I messed with insulation. Damn, I thought he said there were 6 laps left. Cootie said he's taking for 5 years. Yeah, no shit. Ryan said I got 410 on the 1500. I bet I bet that joker scoots then. Ryan, if you have not heard, I broke my Camaro today. Speaking of 410s, I went to do the Father's Day burnout like Dad did, and as soon as I started to feed her some beans, something wrong, something broke. She will not move forward or reverse right now, so I don't know if I broke the rear gears. I don't know if I broke an axle. I don't know if I broke the mini spool. Whatever it is, something somewhere is broken it. So, yay! We will get it inside. We will start tearing it apart. We will figure out what I did. And whatever happened, we will fix it. Ryan said, didn't you have that happen before? Yes, it spun out before I put the spacer on it. But this time it started to do the burnout and then it just stopped. But yesterday I was taking it up and down the road and I was feeding her every bit of beans she had and she was going. So I don't know if the stress of it trying to start spinning, if it tried to catch traction and broke something. I don't know if the mini split being twisted a little bit caused it to I don't know. Whatever happened, something broke. Cootie said, you almost shredded too close to the sun, Chip. Yeah. Lotus said, shift linkage fell off and never went to drive. You can feel it click into drive, but that's about it. Ryan said, maybe it wasn't enough spacer. It might not have been, but Ryan, it was very tight. Like going up and down the road, I could hear the whine of the rear gear. So again, might just be one of those things. I might be in search of a rear end, or I'll just pull the one off a twisted system. Whatever happened, it happened. I'm glad it happened here instead of if I was in Florida or something trying to compete. Whatever happened, it's not a big deal. Like I said, they have them on Marketplace, $500 for 342s. I can go to a junkyard and do an Explorer and pull out an 8.8. I mean, we will see what the damage is when I get it in the air. Could have broke something in the transmission, axle, drive shaft. You never know. Let's see. Alexa said 814. Carlos said, I'm back. Y'all just a friendly local empath. Carlo, I heard that Australia was really hoping to beat the U.S. in the FIFA tournament, and I heard we beat y'all 2-0. Alexa sent some puzzle pieces. Lotus said, I bet you popped an axle. If I popped one, it wouldn't surprise me, but if I pop both of them, I'm going to be surprised. And considering I had to hammer in part of the mini split, not mini split, mini spool, we might be up shit creek. However, we will see. Again, whatever happens, happens. We will figure it out. Ryan said, why you fucked up my shit? Because I'm good at fucking up. Ryan said, welcome back, Carlo. Cootie said, what you do, hear me out. Replace the rods with sticks, the tire with circular stone, and cut out the bottom. Go full Flintstone on that hoe. If I could do a burnout with that, Cootie, I'd do it. I did them. Alex said 14 and 44. Lotus said, sup, Carlo. Carlo said, thank you, Ryan. Ryan said, I like that idea, Cootie. Carlo said, Lotus, sup. Alex said 816. Those 6 laps are taking forever. Oh, I heard a door shut. I bet he's coming up here.
Right.
Lotus said, we need Cletus to tell you you're done. Yes, sir, we do. If Cleet and Squirrel were here to say, you're done, it would have made it so much better. Cootie Queen said, yabba dabba doo. Jane said, gonna need to get feet toughened up for Flintstone mode. Yeah. I mean, I might not have a flat tire, but I might have a nail in my foot, and I might say a few more words. Yep, there goes Chester. Let's see here. Judy said, Doggy? Where Doggy? He's in his cage right now. We got the door open. I can't trust him. Lotus said, the old man is coming. Yes, he is. He's here. Ryan said, see, I want to turn a car into a pedal bike. Lotus is betting a snapped axle.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, like I just told Lotus, I wouldn't be surprised if I snapped one. But if I snap both of them, I will be honestly pretty surprised.
I'm gonna say you snapped the right one because it started, and I think the other one was spinning a little bit, but I don't know.
But like I
We'll
told
find out.
them, you never freaking know. Could have broke something in the drive shaft, transmission, you never know. But
Did WWE started out? I mean,
well, yeah, WWE stopped coming in whenever I kept calling them WWE, so they stopped talking. So I bet you it's WWE. How many times can I say WWE in one sentence?
I don't know. Get the hell out my WWE way.
Suck me. I'm gonna
Respect your elders.
suck me. Let's see here. So, let's see. Lotus said he's gonna blind us all. That's where you're at right now. I'm gonna go.
Blinded by the light.
I'm gonna fire my car up, put my convertible up, and force my window up. I started working on paint booth needs. So if you find something else we need on the paint booth, start listing it. I did. Don't close that. I have not uploaded tomorrow's video.
Alright. Hello everyone, and for those who said Happy Father's Day to me, thank you very much. Every time Chester would see me looking down at the phone, he'd start talking to me. So
Yeah. Just said, you go fucking
yeah.
pay attention to me.
And
bitch."
then he'd ask me who was I talking to. So anyway, thank y'all. And Jane, hello. Cootie said, howdy, Cletus. Ryan said, make him for drink people. Drink people. Let's see. Jane said, hey, Pops. Hello, Jane. Lotus said, follow him if he's trying to move the car. I can hear him. He ain't going to be able to. I mean, he may try, but. Lexi said 7 and 44. Jane said, damn, I left my. No, I didn't. It is. Jane said, make what for drink people? Let's see. Lexi said, oh, wait a minute, I got the volume up. Let me, I'll get everything going in a minute, sorry. Lotus says, we want to see. He just putting the top up. Yeah, he's just putting the top up. He's probably already tried it. There's where mine did earlier. You can hear it spinning, but
I don't think that was funny.
it probably didn't. I wouldn't give it a lot of gas.
You hear that?
It's turning drive shafts. So,
Listen. You hear it?
yeah, I told you I heard something. Let's see now. Lex said yes, 819. Cootie said I want to try again. The words of a fool. Jane said, darn, it sucks. Darn it, that sucks. Where am I at here? I can't see if I'm back in the screen. Lex says 10 and 44.
I'm surprised we've gotten 40 plus likes tonight.
In car.
You want me to see what's real? You ain't gonna get it in right here.
I'll put it down there. I'll
Put it in the back, beside the camper or something. Bucket's
No,
full.
I'll-
Bucket's full right now.
where is it?
Up here in front of the trailer. You can't get your truck out of the way. Well, might could. Nope, can't get your truck. Your key, I gave you a key. Nope, I gave it to you down there.
Yeah, I just hung it up.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Alright, everybody. That's going to be it for me. Y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. Remember, y'all, keep it silly. There's your 2 cookies left there, biggin'.
Jason said grape jelly or raspberry jam. I don't like raspberry.
I'll read for a second.
Yellow. Hey, buddy.
Carlos said, "Sup, Pops? Happy Father's Day." Later, Junior. You got me for another couple seconds along with some underwear. But he did say he saw you wish it earlier, Carlo, and he did say thank you. Lotus said apricot jam. I've never had an apricot. Cootie said apricot jam with jalapeno juice mixed in. Great stuff. Goodness gracious. Good. Jane said, bye, R3. I'm sorry to tease y'all like that. Ryan said, I'm also going to bed. Night, y'all. Drive safe, R3. Thank you, Ryan. Sleep well, buddy. Jane said, Cootie, sounds good. Wait a second. I want to try again. The words of a fool. I'm not a fool, Cootie. I'm an idiot. Gosh. Lotus said, pass on the jalapeno. Agreed. Jane said, take care, Ryan. Alexis said, 12:44, 11:45. Let's see here. Ryan said, night chat. Tell WWE good night for me. I will. Cootie said, Lotus, coward. Him. Lotus said, Thunderwear. Sponsored in part by a viewer. Jay said, hey, let me know how they work. As long as they keep them in, I'm happy. Cootie said, you're also a coward then, Chip. Oh, I'm absolutely a coward. I'll tell you right now, Jane, what I do like is the band on them is not like paper thin. I bought some the other day that I have on now that are like a itty bitty little band around my waist. I feel like I'm wearing a damn lowrider pair of underwear. Lex said 11:45, 8. Lotus said, I have acid reflux and can't eat that stuff anymore. I have that problem too. I have a hiatal hernia where my esophagus doesn't close all the way, so I got to take anti-acid medicine. Lotus said, I will kill myself for some hot wings, but not much else spicy anymore. Jane said, pull them out. I want to see. No. Or if you're talking about these, yeah, I'll pull out a pair of these. But I ain't pulling out my other underwear. Oh, fucking weirdo. I showed somebody my incision where they put that rod in me the other day. And they panicked because I was pulling my pants apart. Oh, they're soft. So far, so good. 10 out of 10. I will wear them again. But like I said, they are very soft. I'll go home, take a shower. Since I'm covered in insulation, I'll put a pair on. Carlos said, Randy, what is a corn dog? Based off of my knowledge of corn dog, it's a hot dog that's been breaded and fried. Lotus said, woo, buddy, reel it back in there. I'm trying to reel it back in. I'm sorry. I was more focused on going home than I was reading. Jane said, good deal. Like I said, Jane, I just feeling of them. They are super soft. Our softest fabric ever. I do like them. And if you're curious, Dad got a phone call. That's why I took over. Lex said 9:45. 55. Truth Maker said, what's she said? That's what she said. Jane said, that's what I ordered those. That's why I ordered those, I guess. But, hey, I'll tell you, I will shoot you a text tomorrow, let you know how they work at work. But I can already tell you, if they stay like that, I will absolutely approve them. Lotus said, all I'm saying is I see a corn dog, I'm taking my life back. If you see a corn dog, I will be done with this life. Lex said 10:45. Cootie said, free underoos. Yeah, my birthday is next Saturday, so Jane sent me some birthday cake muffins, birthday cake jelly beans, and some underwear as a happy birthday gift, so thank you. That's also because we were having a conversation about whenever I showed up at the hospital after I got hurt, I was freaking livid. They cut off my good pants and they cut off my underwear. Freaking pissed. They also cut off a shirt, didn't even have a hole in it. So Jane sent me some underwear. Let's see here. Lotus said, Randy fans? Yeah, that's reserved for the after dark. Lex said 45. Jacob sending a bunch of pink smiling with tongue out. Happy poops. Alexa sent a bunch of red balloons, red hearts, and red diamonds. I like this. I like the red. But just so everybody knows what the, what's the call that went up today? The short that went up. We are now at 4,070 subscribers again. I just wonder how many we'll end up losing. Lotus asked if Ryan's furry suit's on the After Dark. Well, Ryan joins in every once in a while and he does wear his furry suit with it. But that's on a completely different channel. Lotus said furries and corn dogs, oh my. It's not lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. It's corn dogs, tacos, and furries, oh my. Lexa says 10-9. 8. Jane said, just FYI, I get my sons and son-in-law socks and underwear for Christmas every year. That's fine. Madison will probably get mad if you send them to me. She says I have enough. I think she's the one who's making mine disappear. Lex said 45. Lotus said, Jane, is it raining up there yet? Jacob said, it Bigfoot, Lotus. Jane said, not yet. Not yet. Hey, boo boo. Doing a lot of clicking, sorry. Lotus said, now there's a furry corn dog truth. James, it looks like it's ready to dump. Supposed to get stormed later. Cootie said, I asked my boyfriend 3 times for a lidocaine patch, and I still don't have a lidocaine patch. Unreliable. Sounds like he needs an ass whooping. That's all I'm saying. How about I text Madison whenever I come up here because I wasn't feeling good earlier. I text her, I said, would you please get me a cup of Mountain Dew Code Red and bring it up here to me. It's in the bottom of the refrigerator. Actually, it to your right. Would you make me a cup of Code Red and bring it up here? There in the bottom of the fridge. She got mad at me. Come up here. Which, I mean, keep in mind, we got air conditioning up here now. Open the door, left door open, stood there and said, you forgot the magic word in that text. So I thought I said it nicely. Well, whatever. Carlos said, I don't wear underwear, can't get to fit. Okay. Lex said 8:29, it's now 8:31, sorry, I'm 2 minutes behind. Jacob's got some pink poops with corn dog. Lotus said, hope you wear your brown pants, Carla. I miss my brown pants. I've been wearing gray ones. I hate them. Cootie said, been hunched over for the last few hours because of back pain. I hate to hear that. I'll tell you now. That the second word, the two worst things whenever I started walking again was the lower back pain of supporting my weight upright, and the bottom and top of my feet. Top of my feet really getting the muscle built back up in my feet where I had the muscle atrophy. That was the 2 worst parts about getting back to walking. And I hated it. I have back pain, but it's not as bad as most people's. It sucks. Carlo, I'm glad you keep your skid marks to minimum, buddy. Got it. Notice it Advil, Cootie. Yeah, Advil, ibuprofen, whichever. It helps with like inflammation, and Tylenol helps with like, I guess, muscle pain. Jane said, but don't take them like R3. Jane, I take my 800 milligrams once a day. Some days I need it in the morning, some days I need it toward the end of work. But with me pulling that muscle in my right leg, which is the bad leg, I've been needing it and some Midol. Madison did give me some more Midol. It makes a world of difference when I take it. But you can take 5 Advil. I'm just going to tell you. Works better. Cootie said mine hurts because change of weather and having some large yonkers. And I don't do Advil if I've been drinking. That's probably a good idea. Pain medication and alcohol do not mix well. Jay said you can take 2 Advil. Alexa said 832. Jay said, well, I know I used to have to yell. Lol. Jay said, no, you can't take 5 Advil. Physically, I can. Should I? No, but I can. Carlos said, you need oxycodone. If I take oxys, whether it's codeine or codone, I cannot go to work. I have taken a lot of those. I do not like them. They don't do that well for me, but they knock that on his behind. Lex said 833. Jay said, Cootie, large yonkers cause back pain. No. Yeah. I can report whenever I walk, they jiggle. Lex said 12 and 45. Y'all call a friend, see if y'all can help us get to 50 likes tonight. If we get 50 likes tonight, it'll be the first time in a couple months. Lex said 834. I bet you he called because it's Father's Day. Jane said big bellies cause back pain. Well, luckily, my back don't hurt that much anymore. Lotus said, I heard cocaine is great for back pain. Cootie said, Lotus, that's not true. Yeah, Jane, I guess anything that's pulling like the front of your body or your center of gravity is going to put strain on your back. Alexa said 7. Carlos said, go check on Pops Jr. I can see him right outside. He's on the phone. Lex said, 47. Hot diggity dog. Can we get 4 more? Can we get up to 51? And I say 51 because I think YouTube takes back the like that we give ourselves. Jane said, I've never tried cocaine. I'd be like a meth head for about 30 pounds. Alexa said 835. Lotus said, yes, it is. Yas. Cootie said, Lotus, no. No, it isn't. Jane said 7. 47. We're going to get everybody to say it. Lotus said, the words of Rick James, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah. Jane's laughing. Raj said, I like cocaine, but it's too dang expensive and it might have anthrax or whatever. No shit. Jacob said, fart, your back will feel better. I don't think how that works. That's how it works, Jacob. Nice try, but I don't think that's how it works, buddy. Hell, y'all might have me for the whole 2 hours. Okay. Sorry, I had a comment I need to reply to. Boston Bill commented. Jane said, hi, Ray. Lex said 836. WWE said, you probably like cocaine. You can't even spell it. Oh, nope, said cocaine. My bad, WWE, I read it wrong. I bet you if I said your name wrong, you'd be fucking pissed again. Raj said, one time I took a dump so big my pants size went down. Hey, anytime my pants don't fit good, I just go take a dump. Said, my boss used to tell me if your back hurt you, you were weak. Yeah, no shit. Jacob's laughing. Jane said WWE is back. Cootie said, hi, WWE, the pedo. Nice to see you here. Yep. Lex said 748. 7 come 11, na 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 na. While I got y'all, there's a few of y'all in here, Cootie, Lotus, Jane, Jacob, that have watched for a little while. We're working on the paint booth. Because, sounds like we're going to have a painter coming to the building. Somebody was suggesting a type of material to put on the walls and ceiling today. I don't remember what it is. I'm still looking. But I said it while I was doing some of my cleaning today. I asked, when we start working on project vehicles again, what project vehicle do y'all want to see worked on most? Like, I'm not talking about spending a heap of money on it, but like if I'm going to do videos while Dad's out there working on the skid steer, what do y'all want to see me work on? And I'm all ears. I mean, we got Black Betty, the red truck. Now we got Zelda, but I got all kinds of stuff to work on. Jane said, it's amazing to me why WWE keeps wanting to be our friend. Well, it's one of those situations that I guess negative attention is the best kind of attention they can get. Lex said 48 in car. Cootie said a Volkswagen punch buggy so I can buy it from you. If I had one, I'd gladly work on it. Lotus said Zelda first. I'm willing to work on Zelda first. Because I need her back on her feet, per se. But I do want my red truck going. I want my 70. I want Black Betty going. October is the C10 Fall Revival here. And Mike and Beth said they're coming down here. They've already reserved a spot to stay down there. So, I need to get some C10s going. Jay said, I want to see you do a body swap. I've never seen that. We will get to that. Like Dad said, we got the Tahoe sitting right beside No Name right now. So if I can get Black Betty and the red truck moving and functional, we can pull the Tahoe and No Name in right beside each other. That big giant I-beam that's above it, lift up one body, move it, and move the other one over. That would be the best scenario. But, Jane, I've never seen it real time. I've never heard the truth behind it. Everyone's like, oh, it's just so easy. You just cut the stuff off and weld it back on. There's got to be more to it, or my dumb ass would have done it by now. But, Jane, I would gladly share all the good and the bad with doing it and try to be as detailed as I can in doing it. Lexi said 7, 48, 839, 6. Jacob's laughing. Lotus said, then the red truck. Hot dog, that's the one I like here. Cootie said, I could be a sore loser. Who's number one? You're only 15 XP behind. XP. Let's see here. Lotus said, blown big block on the spare Camaro. Whew. By God, Cootie said she gonna make it to first, damn it. Thank you, Cootie, for the $4.99 and sent some champagne bottles. Thank you very much. Well, Lotus, I have the 396 402 sitting here. I think the T56 would, in theory, work on it. It will not work on the LS, but it should work. It works on a small block, so it should work on a big block. If not, we can find adapter plates and just have to figure out how to make the big block fit in it. And don't tell me it won't, because people do it all the time for drag cars. Let's see here. Cootie said, or I could not be. Jay said, you need to get a vehicle running for me. I'm thinking of flying in instead of driving 8 hours, but just kicking it around. There's 25 vehicles here, Jane. If you need a vehicle while you're here, I'm sure we could have one for you. Again, Cootie donated that $4.99 with some champagne bottles. Again, Cootie, thank you very much. Lexus said 48. Jane said, LO, she couldn't stand it. No, she could not. Cootie said, number one, darn tootin'. Yep. Lex said 9. JH said, happy Father's Day, folks. Thanks, buddy. I will tell Dad that you said happy Father's Day. Lotus said, now you just need a big blower. I barely know her, though. But no, yeah, I do need like a 871 blower. That would be cool as shit. Cootie said, I will fight for my right to party. Alexa said 48. Jane said Cootie was number 3 last night. Woohoo! Jay said I was number 3. Alexa said happy day. It is a happy day, Alexis. I'm in a surprisingly good mood. JH said happy Father's Day.
Thank you, JH.
Everything good?
Yeah, just tell me if Father's Day.
I figured
Tell
it
me
was
this story.
Alexa said happy day. Jane said hi, JH. Happy Father's Day. JH said now we just need a unicorn day. Every day's a fuzzy looking unicorn day.
Cootie get $4.99.
She did. She couldn't stand it. She was second to Carlo by like 15 XP. So she said I could be a sore loser. I said you don't have to be. By God, she said the fuck I don't. She said I'm gonna be. Jane said we saw a unicorn. WWE did come back in, but immediately left again. Jay said 499, and you're out of your mind. I was never in my mind. Now you got 17 minutes.
Well, there's 49, 10 people, 49 thumbs up. Maybe
We're
we can
gonna
get
make
2 more.
50.
We get 2 more, we might hold 50 for tonight. That'd be cool. Jay
the right
said no
door's
problem,
shut.
Pops.
The right door.
Okay, I saw it.
Everybody have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this, and remember y'all keep it silly. Gabriel, have a good night, buddy. Happy Father's Day.
Lotus said, here it comes.
Here
the rain.
comes the rain.
Gabriel said, hi guys. Hello, Gabriel. Lotus said, who won the race? The rookie, number 67. That was only his 13th career start in the Cup Series. Cootie said, JH, you should see the amount I donated. Definitely not 400 over, but you know. Lex said 10 and 49. Jay said rain is a good thing. I don't like the rain. I know we need it, but I don't like rainy days. Jacob's got the pink unicorns, and Jane said, hey, Gabriel. All right, we're showing 12 and 50. One more, we'll hold 50 for tonight. That's pretty good. Jacob said, happy Father's Day. Thank you, you too. Well, I appreciate it. Anybody else out there, I do appreciate it. Lexus said 12. Jade said, I was so bummed that 77 wrecked out, but also happy that Reddick did not win either. So that's a good, at least someone other than the number 45 won. Alexa said 50. Cootie said, I love rainy days. I open all my windows and let the smell run through the house. I don't like rainy days. I can't do the things I want to do on rainy days. Alexa says 13 and 49. Lotus took his light back. It's done went down 1. Lotus said, I love the rain too. Alexis had balloons and then retracted it. Jane said, well, Cootie, as long as the wind isn't blowing, LOL. Lotus said, if I effing did not. Alexis got balloons. Jade said Reddick seems to be the new Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon, although it was a treat to see both Jordan and Johnson on the podium talking. Alexis 13 and 49. Jane said, lol, I effing in. I wonder if WWE give us a like and took it back. Jane said, how's your day been, Pops? It's been a good day. It was real beautiful weather. I was going to run the skid steer more. I run some this morning before Randy got here, and I was going to run it some more, but I did enjoy sitting there watching the whole race with Chester. He seems to enjoy it. So, and for some reason, I don't know why, but that one being on the naval base and the first ever, I was wanting to watch it. So it's been good. Alexis 15 and 49. Jason, instead of never done projects, it's never done laughing. There you go. Jason, I need to create extra channels just to push you over 50. Yeah, that would be good. Jay said, how's the toy hauler going? Been a while since I've seen the video progress on that. We haven't done any more. I've got to get in there with these hot days. That wood is really getting a smell. I got to open it up every day to let it air out. I've got to go and seal it. Sorry, I've got to seal it to knock that smell down. You can't even go in there and get something out if you leave the doors closed with until that wood dries out. It will burn your eyes. So we've got to go buy some sealer and seal all the wood that we've cut, and then we do have to get back on it to finish a few things, but we got so much stuff going on, we just don't have the time right now. Alexis 12, 49, 13 and 49, and I might have to use it in the next week or so. And if I do, I need to change a few things on it. I needed to order a part for the trailer, and I keep forgetting get Randy to order it. So, but I may have to use it to help somebody move real soon. Goody says, I thinking about the Father's Day cake I made for my man. It's kind of calling my name. Sounded good. Jade said, wow, hope it gets better. Pray and stuff for the progress on it. We do need to get back on it because, like I said, I also want to get it all black. I might have a painter coming, and I'd like to get this painter to be part of the channel and some of the work he's doing or going to be doing. Hopefully, it will be something that will help the channel out. It would be nice. I do have a 59 Apache that's supposed to be coming in here real soon. We got to do some work on. So I'm hoping that will help the channel too. Lexus retracted that and said, 40, 20, 17. Jane said, oh, how'd the cake turn out, Cootie? Did it come out of the pan easy? Jake said, oh, congratulations, Bob. So that would be awesome, and maybe we will save you some time also. Yeah, it would be nice because the guy that's going to be coming here is very knowledgeable on all kinds of things. I could use his knowledge here, and an extra hand would be nice, just to be to honest. Like I told y'all before, I really need one more person here holding the camera or helping out, or something like that. It would really help, and I would like to see this mature. We'll see how it goes. Alexa said 49 and 16. Jake says maybe he has some tips for you, maybe about unicorns. LOL for Randy. That's right. Alexa said 49. Goody said, yes, Jane, buttered the crap out of the pan, strawberry cake with cream cheese filling. The strawberry pie filling came out so good. Lex says 21 and 50. Yep, we're back up to 50. Thank y'all for whoever, well, thank all 50 people, but thank whoever just helped me out and throw it back up there. JH said 17, Alexis, LOL. Jane said it sounds yummy. It does. I'm not much of a cake with fruit in it, but you make it sound good. I would try a piece, I can tell you that. And I want y'all to know I made a joke about the cookies. I don't know if Randy told you, but he bought them and he got on to me. Before the live came on this morning, I hadn't eaten nothing. I just drank my coffee and I started getting a little weak. So I was wanting to eat something before he got the cooking done so that it would kind of boost my energy, and I wouldn't be. I mean, my arms get where they're heavy and like they're not working right, or they're good at shaking. So I eat a cookie, and it seemed to help. So I eat another one, and he jumped on me pretty hard about eating his cookies. So that's the reason I said what I did about the cookies. Cootie said cream cheese icing and strawberry pie filling. And let me tell you, let me send you a slice. Man, that'd be nice. Blake said, "What's your favorite movie?" Blake, I don't really have a favorite movie. I like all kinds of movies. I do like car movies, action movies. I don't really have a special movie that I like. I really don't like rewatching movies. Once I watched them, now if I'm watching them, somebody else wants to watch it, I will watch it for them. But usually after I've watched the movie, I don't go back and watch it again. Jane said, "I think I'd do white cake with all that." Jane said, "Lord, he said you were chowing down on the cookies. I thought they were donuts." The donuts are right back there. Over here, right above the apple pillar. I bought a couple dozen of those donuts, and the first 2 or 3 was very good. First 2 or 3 dozen was very good, but those wasn't that good. So as you see, there's still 5, I think, left, 4 or 5 left. So they'll probably be thrown away because they're starting to get hard. Jane said, "Hi, Blake. I'm showing 9 and 51. That'll be it, as long as nobody takes them back. We will finish the night out with 50. I appreciate it." Cootie said, "I was thinking about French vanilla cake, but I wanted something different, close to strawberry shortcake. But either way, it's still the bomb." Cootie said, "And I still don't have my Lipton King patch." Jane said, "It sounds good, Cootie. What did BF think of it?" Alexa says 10 at 51 and said no. The only thing about today is thinking about I got to go to work tomorrow. I do enjoy being here, waking up and able to do what I need to do here, or want to do, not necessarily need, what I want to do here. I do enjoy that. Jane said, "Yes, Alexis, yes, damn it." Alexis said 9. 51. Car. I'm joking. There ain't no way that Alexis gonna put car now. Car. But I do hope everybody else had a good Sunday. I just talked, that was Stephen that called me, tell me Happy Father's Day. He said weather up there where he's at was a very dreary day. Cootie said he liked cooking because I'm a huge chef, a house chef, sorry. Jane said, "One of these days, Pops, you're going to have to wait a few years, I'm afraid." Yeah, me too, Jane. Carlos said, yeah, I don't know what that word is. I'm not even going to try it. And then MI, okay. Hustlefus said, got a solar powered water fountain for Father's Day. Awesome. Does it come with a thumbs up? Jane said Stephen didn't get any storms. He didn't say nothing about storms. Cootie said, "You good, RC?" South Valley says hello. Hello, South Valley. I'm showing 16 people in here, 51 thumbs up. We got about 3 more minutes. Anybody want to help me out on the thumbs up before we end the night? Carlos says, "Yes, Cootie, LOL." Jane said, "Hospital, that sounds cool." 52, yep, there you go. Thank you, Jane. South Valley said I gave 3 thumbs up. All right, thank you. Daryl said I had the second thumb. Thank you very much, Daryl. Jane said, "How big was fountain?" Cootie said, all right, y'all got to head out early. Boyfriend week in and all. Everyone have a great night, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Cootie. Like I said, about a half a minute, I'm going to play the song, and we all going to get out of here. But you have a good day, or a good rest of the afternoon, and tell your boyfriend we said howdy. Jane said, hey, Daryl, take care of Cootie. South Valley said, this is the best YouTube channel all night, y'all. See you, South Valley. Thank you very much. Lotus said, what's up, Daryl? Lotus said, good night, all. Daryl said, Jane, Lotus. Lotus said, good night, all. I think I said that. And I'm showing 14 people, 54 thumbs up. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. This has been a good live, even though I wasn't part of it. Randy must have done a hell of a job. Daryl said, Jane said, take care, everyone. Into your living room. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Jane said he did a good job. Awesome. Thank you. Video. Say goodbye. Flippy. Flippy. Did Maria come in here tonight? Bye bye. Oh, Jane said no. Oh well. We'll see you in the next video. Say goodbye. Flippy! 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 Y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, everybody, keep it silly. Y'all have a good day. Good night whenever you're watching this. Sorry, I was retracted. Jane said no. Maria, I mentioned wings for dinner. And Carlos said good night all. Thank y'all.